Well, you said that social media killed us.
It's a gift and a curse. It done both. It helped us tremendously, and it killed a lot of artists. What I mean by that is a lot of artists, man, when I was Lil Keke, when I was younger, you just only knew me for that. You know, like what you heard, 25 lighters, these freestyles, this is such. I think social media, man, it's a lot of artists that we love. You're great. Y'all are very talented until we hear you talk, until we see your lifestyle, until we hear what you're talking about, until we see how you're living. And I just think, and social media also with the killing of, you know, it's perspectives and opinion, and a lot of artists, man, are losing time and not even putting in the work because the game is so opinionated. They can't handle the opinions now. They don't have the skin tough enough to deal with social media and I just think that, you know, and it also made a void of the talent. The viral moment, the social moment kind of start being bigger than the actual talent moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you had to, back in when I came in, you had to actually, I tell people all the time, it's gonna be a gimmick here, there, something's gonna happen, you're gonna pop up, it's gonna be a song, something's gonna happen, a viral moment, but the game always transfers back to talent. You're gonna have to eventually be an artist, you're gonna have to eventually have a skill. So I just think that social media played a big part in kind of covering up some of the talent that we did, you know what I'm saying? And people, you know what I'm saying, like, people shy, man. People lost interest in even knowing how to do music, worried about how they gonna get viewed and how they gonna get opinion. And I tell people all the time, man, likes and views are not customers.
Right.
You know, likes and follows and likes, views, and follows, those are not customers. And making music and selling music is two different things. There's a lot of people out here we making music. They go to the studio, you can go to the studio and making music so fast, but can you sell it?
Yeah.
No different than these views, these likes, and they followers. They not customers. You know what I'm saying? So social media, you have to know how to play it. It's a gift and a curse. I wouldn't give it back because I'm not a big radio guy anymore. I don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have so many streams, so many followers, so many platforms, so many listeners. When you wake up to hear Lil Keke, I don't think you necessarily have to go to the radio, do it. Now, I don't promote radio for younger artists or whoever want to come up. I think you should get big as big. But the longevity and who I am, I'm not radio stuck.
Well, I feel like Houston never, and I could be wrong, but I feel like Houston didn't fall into the trap of online beef escalating into serious violence where people are losing their lives. Like, for example, in Chicago. You know, I don't hear a lot of Houston artists saying, I'm gonna smoke on Lil Keke's mama's pack, like, or some, you know, some really disrespectful ass shit like that. Where Chicago, they do that, they've been doing that forever. And then Jacksonville, you know, shout out to Fulio. I told him to move out before he got killed.
Yeah.
You know, I've interviewed him and Young and Ace trying to get that beef down. It didn't work. New York, you know, Bronx drill, you know, you see situations like K Flock, you know, is, you know, found guilty in a murder charge he just did. But I feel like in Houston, there's almost like a base level of respect where people don't go that low. And I'm sure that there's conflict with Houston artists and so forth, but why do you think that it doesn't devolve like it has in other cities?
I'm gonna say this, something I never said before. It's gonna be the first time that I ever said this, as I thought about it. I'm gonna blame it on the syrup. The same thing y'all wanna blame everything on.
Because y'all just chill off the syrup?
Because we just chilling. This is a player place. Back to the 90s, what you're saying. Not just saying because you drinking and you chill, but I'm saying the drink era created the player era. The player made and Kool-Aid and these type of words and parlaying. These are Houston words, parlaying, Kool-Aid and chilling. We came from that. Now, don't get me wrong, in 2025, it's lit up around here. You know what I'm saying? It's no different because of the social media, the game. Everybody's sliding and riding right now. But the reason that I think none of it, we got our spats and our beefs and all that too, but I think it never escalated to something so serious because the nature of here is player and laid back. This has never been shoot 'em up, bang bang, a town like that. Now anywhere there's people getting clipped. Now I'm not telling you that it's ain't murders in here and we ain't had high years of murders, but from a standpoint of the culture, with players, man. It's about clothes and dressing and going outside, and the women. I think we got some of the baddest women in the world.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? The baddest women in the world.
This is absolutely true.
Ain't no place where it's a lot of bad women and it's a lot of killing and fighting. Niggas is outside for the girls and the women and players. So that never translated here as much. Now it's no different. You're gonna get somebody gonna get killed, somebody gonna get shot. This is America. But as far as it being a thing, back and forth, it's never been a thing, because what you're gonna have to be competing with here is them cars and that money and that jewelry and the women in those outside places. That's more of the competition way than getting slid on every day.